Is anybody on? Everybody, hold on a minute. I'm hot. Is anybody on? I'm trying to figure out if the comments are working really quick. Okay. I'm trying to test the comments. So it says, now they're on. I have no idea. Before it wasn't on. And now the comments are on. I have no idea. I'm not trying to hang on here all night. I asked Jason if he could come on, and Noah. Let's see. I'm in my night clothes, everyone. Don't laugh. I'm in my onesie. Don't even laugh. Okay, Jason. Well, I don't know what happened before. I didn't turn anything off. I didn't turn nothing off. That's weird. Thank you for coming on to test that out. I'm in my night clothes. But I don't know what happened. You know how when I start pushing buttons, but I don't know how I would have turned that off. I have no idea. I have no idea. So thank you for coming on to help me with that. I'm sure I asked Noah too to come on because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what happened. Because I push buttons so fast. Right? So, yeah. Ooh. But I'll be back. If I don't come on tomorrow, everybody, then I'll be on Wednesday. Because of my uncle. Thank you, Jason. I wish you could have commented. I even tried to get the comments on the iPad. Nothing will come up anywhere. I couldn't get anything up anywhere. Thank you. But I'm just watching the shows back. But that's what I'm doing. I was wondering why nobody was commenting. I'm like, what is going on here? I couldn't see no comment buttons, and I like, you know how everybody's just learning this YouTube stuff. This is my onesie. It feels like a blanket, right? That's why I like to wear it, because it feels like a blanket. Oh my God, people are, hi Layla. Hi Teresa. Oh my God. Boom boom. Oh my goodness, I didn't come on here to talk. Holy shit, I just came on here to test the oh my God. I just came on here to test the comments. I'm not trying to be funny. I wasn't fixing it, like, you know what I mean? I'm falling out conversation. I just got done tapping. Laugh out loud. Bedtime. Oh my gosh. I wasn't fixing to come on here and tell stories and stuff. Oh my gosh. Thank you for coming on, though, guys. 8. No. Oh my God. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh my God. I don't even know if it's my glasses or what. Here we go. I can't even hardly fucking... Hold on a second, everybody. I'm trying to weight my glasses as I'm trying to... I can't even... My stomach has been really hurting. I have to call my doctor tomorrow because my stomach's been hurting. And I nothing like... Hi, Layla. Hi, Layla. Hi, Layla. Is it Layla? Hi. How are you? Thank you for coming on. If you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. How are you? Thank you. Can I? Yeah. Did you watch the top earlier? Oh, thank you. Did you watch the top? Did you watch me do my top art earlier? I just got done with it. I just put the everything away. But the comments weren't working. I must have hit something. So I just asked Jason if they can come on to help me to see if the comments are working, and they are. Beauty, hope you feel. I know. I was drinking. No, I'm allergic to the chamomile. Oh my God, Jason. I'm really allergic to that. I'm definitely allergic to chamomile. No, I usually get like a Coke with extra ice, and usually that helps, but it didn't. This helped a little bit. It's probably just some stress, that's all. Yeah. I'm thinking about my, cinnamon. I have cinnamon. And I eat applesauce too, that helps it. I think my vitamins are like too strong for my stomach. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Did you like the top tonight, Jason? Did anybody like it? Hold on a second. Did anybody like the top tonight? This is nuts, man. I don't. Would you look at this? Is any? Oh my gosh! Wasn't it nice? That's good. Thanks for coming on. I don't know what I pushed, everybody. Be careful what buttons you're pushing, everyone, because, you know, I've never had that happen before, never. To where the comments went out. But oh wait, it's the first for everything, right? It's all good. That's a shame I just missed all them comments and all them likes. All them likes. Oh, gee. I'm going to wash my hair and put some color, freshen my color up tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow because I got too much stuff to do. I should have washed my hair today, knowing I got to go visit my uncle at the hospital and stuff. And I can't do nothing with my hair. It looks like a mess. Did anybody ever use that that spray shampoo for like a quick touch up? Oh my. Yeah, thank you. My aunt died, and I think it was last year, and then my uncle, he's 90. So he's in bad shape. And we were very close. But not me and my aunt weren't, but my uncle. Me and my uncle were. And so I haven't, so I haven't seen him in so long. I'm so sad because we used to always meet for coffee every Saturday or Sunday at Dunkin' Donuts in Mount Joy. Seriously, like nobody don't want to hear that. Everybody left the building. And we used to have coffee and talk. Yep. On Saturdays. That's right. On Saturdays. Yeah. So, it is what it is. Oh, he was a nice old man. He was so nice to everybody. And I often wondered, like, how he could drive to meet me because he could barely walk. And I was like, Uncle, how in God's, and he drove a big SUV. And I'm like, Uncle, how in God's name are you getting here to meet me up here in Mount Joy? They used to live up there. And then they moved back to Lancaster. I don't know how I did it. It's by the grace of God. But he's 90. I always thought he would, be in his hundreds. But my grandmother lived to be 100. Over 100 years old. But yeah, Uncle Hal was definitely a good man. I was his heart. Yeah. It's just sad. And my aunt, she was so mean and stuff. It was just terrible. And so then, he hasn't seen me in years because I just, because of my aunt. And then she just died last year. And I didn't know what happened to him. But then my cousin showed me a picture and I said, oh my God, of him in the hospital, not well, getting ready to die. But, when you live, he was such a good soul, a good human, But, when you reach 90 years old, when you reach past 50, you're doing what? Oh, did she, Jason? Yes, that's how my grandmother was. She was over 100 years old and she was still sharp. And she just needed a stent in her heart. And my aunt said that she's just, once you get to the point where you're like 100, come on now. You're so happy you lived that full life that you don't even need a stent. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, right? Once you reach 90, you've lived longer than a lot of people. There's no reason for tears. You know what I mean? When people reach certain points, certain milestones of age, Oh, is she, Jason? Azora's Island. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. You just got to live and love, everybody. You have to enjoy today because tomorrow is not granted to any of us. You know that? Oh, off of Portugal. Okay. Tomorrow's not granted to any of us. So you have to live, be happy, be thoughtful, enjoy life, right? That's what you got to do. I'm watching my art. Yeah. Those islands hold secrets to longevity of life because the food is so natural there, like in those islands, right? And so there's no processing to their food. So that's how those people live a long life, because their food isn't processed. So if you ever go to the jungles and stuff like that, or the islands, those people are pretty old. They get old because we here, we're just messing our fucking selves up, everybody. We got processed food out the ass. Even our own fruits and vegetables may not even be real that you're eating. See, that's why a lot of people are kicking over. That's why a lot of people got cancer. That's why a lot of people are dying. But in those countries, the fruit and the vegetables are what is their medicine, for their bodies. Here we take medicine because nothing is damn near seems real. But on those islands, their fruit and their vegetables and their food is their medicine. It's not medicine like we're here stuffing medicine. No, it's actually their food. And that's why they live a long life. We do too much stuff to ourselves, everybody. We do way too much stuff to ourselves. And expect to live long, please. Okay, now. You can't expect to eat fake food and live a long, healthy life. You can't expect that. Hi, Dr. Pepper. What's happening? Be honest with you, I'm just testing out my comments. That's all. I got my night clothes on, put my tap art away and stuff. And I didn't see anybody in the comments. I didn't know what was going on with the comments. So I just came on to check the comments. That's what's happening up here. Noah, look at Noah. Noah's on. Thank you, Noah. I even called Noah. I even messaged Noah to ask him if he could come on to check the comments. Now we're on a full-on fledged out talk. It's craziness. Well, my grandmother, I think the reason why she lived like over 100 and still, like, she loved to dance, but the thing is, I think she never drove. She never drank. She never smoked. I don't drink or smoke either. She, you know what I mean? I think there's factors, you know. So I was on early and the comments weren't working for... I have no idea. I must have hit a button. Because I was looking for him too. I was looking for him too. And then fixing to see what was going on. I was trying to figure it out. But I was already live, so I couldn't figure it out. So I just had to let it roll, right? Because I was already on live, so I just figured, oh, well, I'll figure it out later on. And I just left it roll. Oh my! Why don't you just message me and tell me that? I didn't know what to do. Or let it shake. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Or let it shake. In comments, I don't know. Is anybody going to come on Wednesday? I'll try to be on tomorrow, everyone, to tap out something good. I'll try to be on tomorrow and get all that stuff done. And visit my uncle earlier and stuff. And try to be on tomorrow so we can go over and analyze the art. Remember how we used to investigate the art after it dried? We got to be investigators tomorrow and find out what's all that about. Right, Jason? Remember we used to investigate the art? Let's do that tomorrow. Investigate the pieces that we done. I'll try to get over here tomorrow. I'll try to get on tomorrow. I got so much stuff to do tomorrow. Yeah. We'll investigate everything. All the art. And then I'll have to stop by my cousin's ex-boyfriend's music store to get some more albums. You got any old stuff? But if you don't have too many old ones, then Goodwill always has stacks and stacks of old albums. But at least the albums are going to good use, everyone. I'm making beautiful art out of it. I'm making beautiful, intuitive tap art out of those albums. So the music never dies. It never dies. It's always, the music's on the other side. It never dies, right? So I know people are like, oh my God, you're scratching up that album, blah, blah, blah. But the music never dies. It's just turned into the most beautiful piece of art that tells a story. And that's the beauty of it. Exactly. You're right, Jason. It transcends into this beautiful tap art. And it all depends what story is being told, right? It could be a good story. It could be a bad story. It just could be all different ways. That's how life is, right? But this year, everyone, I mean, this is going to be incredible because I have my tap bag, my travel tap art bag out in the Jeep. And so I can't wait to do some art in different places. It's pretty cool, right? I can't wait. Just take you on an adventure. That'd be pretty cool. Yes, it's art that's transcending. and it's evolving, right? And the stories get more evolving too. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Who knows? That would be nice. That's interesting. Yep. Noah said, you know what weeks that the Pope... That was yesterday. Didn't he die today? Yeah. What's weird? Right? That'd be cool. Yep. That'd be nice. For weeks, so I mean, you know, what's weird? What's weird, Noah? Oh, what's weird? The tap or... Yeah. Yeah. That's right. I'll have to do some tap. I mean, I'll do some tap. Like, you seen me making that video? That was out in my brother's girlfriend's yard. My one brother's girlfriend's yard. Not at my brother's house. Because he won't, he'd lose, he don't like that. So her yard is, there's a space out there where it's just really big, that I can make all the videos out in her yard. So that's why I was running around her yard. Because she has a big yard. My brother's girlfriend. So I got different things in mind to do for tapping. Is it by a stream? What, to tap or her house? Yeah. She lives up on a hill, but the stream's down below. Yeah. In Sunnyside. That's where I grew up. I showed you by the stream. No, her house is up on a hill. Well, I don't want to give you too much information. But that's what, I was in the backyard with her. We were sitting in the back and I made the video of me running. I told her I was going to make the video. She said I can make the videos in the yard anytime. So that's nice. But I'll be on, oh, Mr. Butch is doing good, everybody. He might be vending tomorrow. He might have a first day vending tomorrow. I'm not ready yet to go to do vending because I have to get some products made. I'm not ready yet for vending. But Mr. Butch got stuff together today. So after I leave from my uncle's, then I'll probably go to visit Mr. Butch a little bit and see how he's doing. He said if he feels weak, because he's still feeling weak, but he's going to push himself to go vending. He said he was going to be on tonight. He probably was, and he couldn't get into comments. He said he was going to be on tonight. But now he's sleeping. But he's going to push himself to go vending tomorrow. He wants to get back into it and get his feet wet. I just still say it's too early because they just took his chemotherapy medicine off. But, I mean, he's going to try it. He's not ready to get back on the motorcycle yet. I guess he ain't got that much strength. Yeah. If my brother lets me use one of his motorcycles, then I'll show you me motorcycle riding because I have my motorcycle license. And they're all getting ready to go riding. And I gave my motorcycle to my brother because my nephew borrowed it so much. But if my brother, if there's a spare one to ride, he had a spare one. My brother likes Harley Davidsons. Him and his girlfriend have Harleys. He had 2 of them, but my nephew has the other one. That would have been the spare one. So, but they're all going riding once it gets warm out. Yeah, I've had my motorcycle license for like, I think 25 years, maybe more than that. It's kind of dangerous out there though, everybody. I mean, it's dangerous riding a motorcycle. I love riding motorcycle, but it's dangerous. It really is. People don't watch cars. People fixing it they're not looking at cars, let alone motorcycles. You got to really be careful this day and age motorcycle riding. From back 25, 30 years ago when I got my motorcycle license. 25 years ago to now, it's different. The traffic's moving way too fast. Oh, yeah, people don't wear helmets around here either. It's crazy, monkey juice. And when they bust up and get... I was on my motorcycle, everyone, going for a ride, going down to visit my aunt. And I came to this big intersection. And there was a guy coming down the other way. And this lady was on a minivan on her cell phone. And she plowed right into the guy. He flew up in the air. I watched it all with my eyes. And I'm on my motorcycle. He flipped around, no helmet, but praise the Lord and Jesus. Swear to goodness, the guy, he survived. I don't know how he survived it. I watched it with my own eyes. His bike got mangled, but he was shaken up so bad. Yeah. But it's just too much. There's too many people. I mean, I've gotten ran off the road already. Jason Phil. Oh my gosh. You shouldn't be riding if you're falling off, dude. Hold on a minute. I gotta get my... Hold on a second, everybody. Okay. Hold on a second. I gotta get this, you know, if I'm gonna get my, it's gotta be with this. Man. The hell? I can't even turn this off. Yeah. I mean, I enjoy it, but just like I said, you really got to be careful. It's not funny. I mean, people just aren't watching nothing. They're not watching you on your motorcycle. They could give a shit if they pop into you. I've experienced it. And I'm a very good motorcycle rider because, you know, when it rains, that's a whole nother story, everyone, because your motorcycle, when it rains, all the oil from motors, from cars, it comes up off the pavement. It comes up from the rain. And when you're riding, all that oil is up, okay? And so your motorcycle, it feels like you're sliding on glass. And if you're not a seasoned rider, you're gonna get killed. You're really gonna get hurt. I've been stuck in bad storms and everything, lightning storms and everything on my motorcycle. I was hit with a big bug on my face, like whoosh, and left a big mark right here on my face for a long time, right here. It was a big bug. It just went whoosh. Yeah, monkey juice it, but riding on those roads is, oh, it's totally different. And the traffic these days, people just flying all over the place. I can't stand it. I mean, my brother's girlfriend almost got killed last year. She went off turning wrong and stuff, and boom, she ended up getting, I guess she was lifelined. My brother was behind her. Oh no. And she said she's a little bit nervous getting on. But she cut her arm up, her everything. She got tore up. She could have got killed. It's no joke when you're on a motorcycle, everyone. You got to be mindful. It's nice and everything, but it's not a play toy. Not a play toy. So did I. That's how I'm so good at riding a motorcycle. My motorcycle looked like a hard eye. But I would wear those beanie hats. I had all different kind of motorcycle gear. Of course, if you're riding a motorcycle, you know. And you should see the guys. Oh my God. Right. Ladies, get a motorcycle and ride it. And you see how many guys are so smitten by that too. Oh my gosh. And my brother knows that I'm so seasoned with riding. I'll just drive behind him in the Jeep, I guess, if because they'll be going stuff. I don't know. I mean, I haven't ridden in a while. It's been a minute, and I'm fixing to not worry. I can't deal with this traffic on a motorcycle. And well, my brother's going to get me another one. Hi, honey. No, you don't need to see no boobs. But I'll take you along. That would be great. If I had my motorcycle, then I could have my one of those GoPros. I have a GoPro. I can strap it to my helmet. I don't know. That's crazy. My mother always said it's the other guys on the road you need. Exactly. Well, when my mom and dad died, right? My mom left us some money, some inheritance money. And so that's how I bought my motorcycle. And then I used to ride it all over. And then my mom had died. My dad had died, and my mom died like 3 weeks after my dad. And so I was getting ready to go out for a ride, and my keys were falling out of my hand. You know when like stuff starts falling out of your hands, everybody, when you're getting ready to leave to go somewhere, that's a bad sign. That means that like it's preventing you from something happening to you, right? Yeah. Well, anyhow, my keys, everything kept falling out of my hand, and I always had a backpack, you know, and everything was just falling out of my hand. Even my backpack, thank you, Jason. Even my backpack, no joke. I went to bend over, and it actually fell off of me. I'm like, okay, something's going on. Something don't want me to go riding today. This is really bad. And so I sat down. I'm like, what is going on? Swear to goodness, I know you aren't going to believe this. My mom's voice came to me and said, I don't want you to ever ride motorcycle ever again. No joke. No joke. To give it to my brother. To give my motorcycle to my brother. I'm not lying to you. I swear to goodness. And ever since then, it didn't matter. I was not able to get on a motorcycle and ride it myself. To this day, after my mom's voice came to me. She said that. I'm not lying to you. And I was a very good rider. So I don't know, you know what I mean? I just don't know what in the world it was. But my mom, I mean, she threw everything out. I mean, my keys fell. As a matter of fact, this is how strong it was. I went down to start my motorcycle, and I had a really nice motorcycle, and I always drove it to work, and it wouldn't even start. And my neighbor's like, "Oh my God, Tina, what's going on?" I said, "Listen, my keys fell, my backpack fell, everything's fallen." He said, "That's not a good." I said, "I know it's not a good sign." My motorcycle wouldn't even start. And then after that, when I went back in and I went upstairs, I'm like, something's just, this is weird stuff. And I sat down because I'm like, no, because it was so nice out and I wanted to go riding. And at that time, my brother, he didn't have a Harley or anything. I don't know what he had. But my nephews, he had some kind of motorcycle. But my nephews didn't have a spare motorcycle or nothing. And so my nephew would always my brother would always ask me if my nephew could ride my motorcycle. Can he borrow it? Can he borrow it? He borrowed it so much. And I'm like, sure. But so I sat down, and just like I said, my mom's voice came to me as clear as if she was living, no lie, and said, I never want you to ride a motorcycle ever again. So I don't know what that was about, but anytime I ever tried to ride a motorcycle or even buy another motorcycle, nothing, it was like blockages. It's weird. It's really weird. So, but my brother, I'll probably, like, if I, like, when they go riding, I just, it just scares me, like when my mom like warned me like that. And so, and then think about how my brother's girlfriend almost got killed last year riding a motorcycle. Yeah, that was a sign. And after that, I could never ride. My mom specifically, honestly, in her own voice, told me to give my motorcycle to my brother. And I was like, and this is weird. And I'm like, man, the battery is like not even charging. My brother came out of nowhere, everyone. After my mom, I never even told my brother this. So my brother came out of nowhere, okay? And he came with a battery. I did not tell him that the battery would not start. Out of nowhere, he walks in the door with a battery for the motorcycle. I didn't call him, didn't tell him, didn't even tell him anything. That was weird because he wanted to go riding, and my nephew needed a bike, and I don't know how he knew it. I don't even know how he knew that the battery didn't start. And then so I was so scared. This is because I wanted to think about it. I'm like, am I hallucinating? But my mom was always like a very rigid woman, and she just, she was no joke, and her voice was so firm and so strong, and she, she wasn't no game player, and I was shaken because I'm thinking, you know what, something ain't right. I done dropped everything, my keys, everything. The motorcycle wouldn't start. There is something to this. I was so scared, and I don't know, out of nowhere, before I could even change my mind, because I was going to think about it for like a month or so before I gave my brother the motorcycle. I was just going to think about it and see if what, just not say nothing and just, take it for a ride or something. And it did not happen like that. It happened this fast. As soon as I heard my mom's voice, I went downstairs, and my brother is standing down there inside the door, God smacksters, with a battery. Man, I'm like, oh no. I said, brother, I got to tell you something. And he said, what? I said, I'm shaking. I said, but I just got to tell you this. I said, here we go. You can just have the motorcycle. He's like, what? I said, no. You can just have the motorcycle. I don't want it no more. Just take it. I don't want it no more. And it was really, really nice. And I paid a lot of money for it. But see, the thing is, I got it from inheritance from my mom. So it was just like, you know what I mean? giving it, you know, I just gave it to my brother to share, you know. But it was scary, everybody. It was scary. It was scary. It scared me that bad. I didn't even get enough time because I was going to think about it so much because I loved riding my motorcycle. And I didn't even have enough time to even think it hit me that bad. That my mom said that. And then after that, everything just, you know, it just didn't happen. It was crazy. It was really crazy. But yeah, that was a sign. That was a sign. That was a sign. And so I'm thinking, you know, oh, I want to get another motorcycle. And then I could physically see my mom in heaven going, there's some, I don't think I'm meant to ride motorcycle anymore. I get my license renewed. I'm a very good motorcycle rider. You know, I used to ride with my sons. I know. That's what I'm saying. I used to ride with my sons all the time too. It's just craziness. There's something about it that I do not know. I just can't, I can't do it. I'm not afraid. It's just, I don't even know. Everything just happens. I mean, even when I went to get another motorcycle, I just couldn't, all kind of blockages, just weird stuff. I'm like, this isn't right. There's something strange. Yeah. But the traffic, everyone, is so bad. And people are just flying so bad that, you know, you got to be careful. Even my brother's girlfriend, she even admitted that she's scared to get on her Harley and ride it this year. She almost got killed last year. She was in the hospital. She was lifelined. I mean, she took a corner. She went fast. Boom, you know what I mean? And when my brother said she shouldn't have went so fast, she went so fast to keep up with everybody else. And then when she did, she went around the corner, took the corner wrong. Craziness. I'll drive. I'll follow him in the Jeep or whatever. But I ain't fixing to do it. I'm not fixing to you know. It's craziness. And so, you know what I mean? My older son, he almost died in a motorcycle accident. It's too much. My brother, he almost died in a motorcycle accident. Somebody came, he was at a traffic light. Somebody barreled through the light and flew him up over. This was many, many years ago. No. No. So, you know, I don't know. I'll just follow him if I want to go for a ride or something. But I don't even think I even want to get on double with anybody at this point in time. It's too dangerous. And around here, it just seems like people are driving crazy, everyone. They are driving batshit crazy. And if they're not seeing a car, they're not seeing a motorcycle. And that is the saddest thing, is, you know, they're not looking out for motorcycles. And it's dangerous. But yeah, thank you, Monkey Juice. But yeah, everybody, whew, I'm getting sleepy. I don't know what time it is. So I gave my my helmets and stuff to my son. His girlfriend has a Harley Davidson. I mean, his wife. I mean, I'm so used to it's his wife now. But she has a Harley Davidson. My son got her a Harley Davidson. Everybody has a motorcycle. I feel like I'm left out because I don't have a motorcycle. But it just ain't for me to get on there anymore. I don't know. And I'll be damned if I'd ride a moped. That's ridiculous to me. I'm sorry. I mean, there's people that ride mopeds, but, you know, I ain't fitting in that. That's just child's play there, moped. But, yeah, no, I'm not, you know. But Mr. Butch, you should see him riding, everybody. I'm going to take video of Mr. Butch riding. I can't even go riding with Mr. Butch. I told him I was going to go riding with him. With what? Right? Mr. Butch can't wait to get on his motorcycle. And see my brother. Now listen to this, everybody. Yesterday for Easter, my brother and them, see, I didn't get out. I didn't feel like it. But they were supposed to get their bikes out to go riding. And my brother said something just came over him. Now listen to this, everybody. You're thinking something strange. My brother's girlfriend was ready to go riding. But my brother said that he did not feel something wasn't right. He didn't feel like it was right from the go riding yesterday on Easter. So you see what I'm saying? I mean, I listen to my intuition. My brother had go-karts. Look at Jason said he wants a go-kart. No, and ride it around. But yeah, even my brother just had some weird feeling coming over him yesterday. And his girlfriend wanted to ride so bad. But she's nervous. I mean, being nervous, if you've already been in a motorcycle accident that bad, and then you got nervous tensions, I really don't know if you should really, you got to I told her, you got to get back on, take your time and just drive around Sunnyside a little bit. Hi, honey. How you doing, John Paul? Yeah, thank you, honey. I told her just to drive it around Sunnyside a little bit to get the shake out of the shake. Because, that ain't no joke. You get out there and you go around the corner again. That may be the last time you go around the corner. It's no joke. It's craziness. So, yeah, that's, so I, no. But Mr. Butch, I told him I'd make some video of him riding his motorcycle. I told him to be careful, too, everybody. I mean, seriously, because, zigzagging and, zigzagging and stuff. It'll be a while. I ain't getting on the back with nobody. It was good. I'm good. I'm really good. I saw this. Mr. Bunny's fine. I saw this this one video. Now my dad and I, we used to raise rabbits. I mean, honestly, it's the truth. Bunny rabbits. We used to raise them. Okay, me and my dad did. We had so many, hundreds of them. And so even rescuing them, everything, we just take in whatever people didn't want a bunny, we take it in. And I was watching this video, and it's the Jay's Prehistoric, the snake guy. But he has a bunny rabbit. I've never seen one so huge in my life. Oh my God, I thought my dad would have loved that one. It was beyond big. I've never seen nothing like that. As many bunny rabbits as we've had and raised and adopted, gotten from people. Oh my gosh, it was huge. He was holding it like a dog. My dad would have loved that one. Oh, yeah, we had black bunny rabbits. We had all different colors. We had all different shapes, sizes. Rescued bunnies. Everything. That was... Yeah, with the little white feet, yeah. We had so many different kinds. All different kinds of bunnies. Yep. But I thought, oh my God, that's the biggest bunny rabbit I've ever seen in my life, and I've raised them. I never had anything that big. Big as a dog. But yeah. So it brought back memories of me and my dad. Every time I see a rabbit, I think about my dad. Because that was what we used to love doing, raising rabbits. We could have had a rabbit farm. Hundreds and hundreds of them. And we just let them run around. Yeah. But now, I mean, I don't have no bunny rabbits now. Yeah, I had VW rabbits growing up. I had plenty of them. I had so many VW rabbits, it wasn't even funny. How did you know that? I did. I had so many VWs. VW rabbits. That's probably the staple car that I had when I was young. Was a VW. And if one got bad, I'd just get another one for $500 back in those days. They were good, right? Oh, $500 VW. And some had a stick shift. Go ahead now. Go ahead. Oh my gosh. Thank God my dad was a master mechanic. We find some good deals. They were. You could find a good one for $500 back in those days. I'm serious. I had plenty of them. Oh my gosh. Those were the days. Those were the days. My dad, he liked old cars. That's where my brother gets it from. My brother collects up antique cars. I'll show you some of them. Of course, that's all my V-dubs were. Was a standard. Of course. If I can ride a motorcycle, come on now, shifting them gears. That's all it was. It was stick shift. 6. No, John Paul. Come on. No, I didn't drive a lawnmower. I didn't drive a lawnmower. No, I didn't. I didn't want to. John Paul said, I bet you drove a lawn tractor too. Yeah. I had one to cut the grass, but I didn't, you know, do nothing with it. So, yeah. But that's what the V-dubs back in those days were. They were, you know, they were standard. They didn't, I never had it. I'll tell you the truth. I never had an automatic V-dub. All mine were stick shift. And my brother's V-dub right now that he has is stick shift. I love a stick shift. I like it. I love them. Oh, everybody. Well, I guess I'll get off of here. It's 54 minutes in. John Paul says, I was left the Pope Mobile this morning. My cousin Pope Francis left it to me. Did he really? All right. Thank you. I mean, I'm not Catholic, but I respect the man. I'm a Christian, but you know, everybody has the right to believe what they want to believe. And you know, nice man. But you know, he did get sick a lot. I mean, he's an older gentleman. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, he's, you know, up in age, been really sick. There's a lot of viruses going around. You know what I mean? Lots of viruses going around. You're shaking a lot of people's hands. You don't know what they got. You know, for as sick as he was, he shouldn't have really been around too many people, because you still got to build your immune system up. You know, you got to be careful. Because, God don't want us to be stupid, right? If you're that sick and you're that old, and you're still trying to build your immune health up, you got to be careful being around so many people, because you don't know what they have. They could have, he was, only 88. That's still young. My friend, she's 82. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But he was just a people person, and he was just, I love children. So he was just a people person, and I guess he just figured he wanted to shake hands. Well, I don't think he should have done that, being how sick he was, right? Because when you're sick, the last thing you want to do is go around a lot of people. You don't know what they have. A lot of people still have COVID. A lot of people have all different different diseases out there. And then you're shaking their hand and stuff. You get sick one time when your immune health is already down. You're done. How are you going to recover from that? That's a hard recovery. And then you're 88 plus or something. That's a hard recovery. And he was around a lot of people. And I think that's why he got sick very quickly. That's what my intuition says. That's why he got sick very, very quickly. Just, it's his immune health. It's too much. Yes, he used to sneak out at night. Did he really? As old as he is, I don't know if he was sneaking in there. Maybe when he was younger. Right? I'm sure a lot of them do. I'm sure. But I wonder who the next pope is going to be. You know it. I don't follow that, but I'm just saying. I just wonder who the next pope is going to be. Who knows? Right? A lot of people, I'm sure a lot of them do when they're young, not when they're like in their 88s and in a wheelchair. And maybe, he couldn't have snuck out like that when he was younger, before he got so very sick. Maybe, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did go outside for a stroll at night, but not at that age. I don't know. But didn't he just open some doors or some kind of portals or something? I don't even, 7 doors or 7 openings or something. Well, what was that all about? See, I'm not into all that. But I think he opened up some kind of things, didn't he? It was all on TV and everything, all over YouTube. Where he's opening up these no. I don't know. I don't really follow it. But you seen him, opening up these doors or something. I don't even know, where were they supposed to go to? See, I'm not into all that stuff. I just didn't understand it, what was the point of it. I was trying to figure out what was the meaning of it, of the doors and the portals or whatever he was opening up. Yeah, I'll have to try it. Yeah, that's true. Anywhere where there's good food and beaches, I'm there, right? I love that. Oh, okay. Usually those islands have some good food, you know it. They're really good food. I'll have to. I'll have to. Well, everybody, it's, oh my God, over an hour in. I better get going. It's getting late and I'm getting real tired. See my eyes? I came on just to check. I just came on to see if the messages would come up. Here I'm doing a full-on out night talk. Night moves here. I am doing serious night moves. My cousin Anna lived there, so I have a place to stay when I go there. Oh, that's nice, John Paul. That's nice. John Paul, you come up with so many stories. It's hard to believe half the stuff you even say. Right? It's hard to believe half the stuff. Well, everybody, I love yous. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. Well, I'll let you know if I'll be. I'll let you know tomorrow if I'm gonna be able to come on or not. Probably not, everybody. Probably Wednesday. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Well, everybody, I love yous, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you on Wednesday. If not tomorrow, then Wednesday, everybody. You should see it, and then I'll show you videos at some point in time. On my brother's motorcycle when I start riding. I'm tired. But alright, everybody, have a blessed night. Thank you for coming on in the comments. Until then, okay, B-Dub Tina gets right. Yes. And we had, and you know, of course. Remember the little Pintos too, everybody? Me and my mom used to share one of them. I hated that. My brothers didn't have to share a car. I had to share a car with my mom. I hated that so much. It drove me nuts. All I wanted to do was just drive my friends around and didn't have no car. Right? Seriously. All right, everybody. Good night. I gotta go. I'm gonna pray over my uncle tomorrow. But I ain't gonna pray too hard because guess what? When it's your time, God'll let you know it. And I'll show you. So, see you tomorrow or either Wednesday. Have a blessed night.